Yo, what's going on today, guys? It's Sam and Jay back on the Florida Mayhem YouTube channel with another tier list for you guys. And today we are going to be rating Overwatch League teams. Funny story, we just recorded one and Jay's recording cut off 30 seconds later. How you feeling?
I'm feeling fantastic. So here Samito did a whole recording by himself, and my recording, I was talking to no one but Samito here for the past 30 minutes. So we're back at it again. We're going to do this whole thing again, man.
Yeah, but we have our reasons straight, so it's going to be good.
It's going to be quick and straight and to the point. I just want to let you guys know before we go on to this video, though. Everything, we love everyone on all these teams. Overwatch League is doing a great job. We don't hate any of these teams. These are just, it's more for the memes. These are all our friends that we're talking about, too. And let's get to it.
If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well. We've been putting in a lot of work recently to, make the content here great. And it would mean a lot to us if you would consider hitting that button if you're new, and if not, no worries, we appreciate you watching. Anyway, let's get right to the action. Jay, Atlanta Reign, what do you think?
Atlanta Reign, I'm gonna be honest with you, thank God it's the new recording, because I thought this was a Canada team for some reason. Atlanta, great team, a lot of our friends, but one thing that they do have that I have to put them at 5, I mean we both have to put them at 5, is that they have Fran as a content creator, so you could just slap that at 5. They're already doing bad there.
Well, yeah, you hate to see it. You hate to see it. We're not simps, apparently. That was the justification last time. we ended up rambling for like 5 minutes about Atlanta because Jay thought it was in Canada or something. I don't know what he was. I
thought it was the Toronto team.
Yeah, I don't know what he was. I literally said Atlanta Reign. He's like, where is that? I was like, Georgia? So then we rambled and decided we weren't simps or something. I don't know, some really stupid stuff. Thank God, actually, that got cut out because we would have looked really dumb.
That is true.
And they're kind of our local rivals. A lot of good players on Atlanta. A lot of good friends of mine. Hot Gator, great guys. Baby A was on there, great guy. Dogman, a great guy. However, there are rivals, and we must put them at 5. All right, I put Boston in 5 last time as well. They have great players, good guys, but to me, one, my buddy Blake is a diehard Boston sports fan, and I need to put them at 5 just like as a pride thing. And 2, it's like nothing ever really clicked with me in the org personally. Nothing against them, but like nothing made me love them either. You know what I mean, Jay? What do you think?
What I mean, personally, I have the opposite feeling. I mean, they have Mayubong. I love that guy. They have Fusion's Color Hex. They also had Jerry, which is now on Justice. But I mean, they were a bunch of great guys, and I love playing with them. Jerry, yup, Coke, man, I love him.
Do you want to change it? I'm down to change it, honestly. I'm not gonna let my buddy Blake ruin this for me. I'm down to put him higher. Where would you put him?
Is 4.7 a good one? Sure. Which is rated, 5 still. 5. I mean, because you're rounding it up, it's 5.
You're rounding. Okay, well there you go. 4. It's not really 5. It's 4.7, guys. Don't worry. Okay. Chengdu.
You had a great outlook on this. What was it?
Oh, it was. They were the only team to play DPS into goats, and watching a Meng roll around on ball, like they were the heroes the Overwatch community needed, but didn't deserve.
That is true.
You know what I mean? It's a Batman quote, I think. It's pretty sick. I love them though. They're a good team, good franchise. Nice little panda. What do you got against I can't think of a bad thing about
I can't think of anything bad. They actually did really well, the previous seasons.
They did.
Dallas Fuel. Okay, so my thought on Dallas Fuel was like, last season, 2019, they had Seagull, Dallas was like, the talk of the town. Everyone was talking about Dallas, but I feel like this season, no one was really talked about them. They had a great team, they did pick up a lot of the, rogue players, they had AKM, they had, help me with this. I'm blanking on names.
The rogue players, they had AKM, they had Unco.
They had Unco, that's true. I'm pretty sure they had Soon as well, no?
No, he's on Valiant.
Was he on Valiant? Okay, well, they had most of the rogue players, but I mean, the great guys, I love them, but we do have to put them at number 5 because they do have ML7 and Jane as content creators.
Yeah, and I'm putting them at 5 because they're the biggest letdown in Overwatch League.
That is true.
And I mean that, I mean that like without actually putting down the fuel, but like they were like one of the most hyped up teams season 1. And I think even Hastro said it on Twitter. I actually have a lot of faith in Hastro to build. They put together an all-star roster this year, and I'm really excited to see their turnaround next year. I don't dislike the fuel or anything, but like objectively speaking, if you look at their past 3 years when they were supposed to be like the team, you can't. But, if you look at teams like Shanghai as well, that makes it all the more exciting for the next year. And I personally, my personal take behind the scenes is that the best thing that could happen for Overwatch League when Overwatch 2 comes out is for the Dallas Fuel to be a dominant team. That's one of the best. They could be America's team with next year. So I'm actually pretty excited to see that. But right now, I don't know what to say. ML7 and Jane. Like, is there any sport that me and Jay could not beat them at?
No. Yeah, I mean, that's true. Also, I'm pretty sure Dallas picked up Sparkle and Hanbin.
Yep, from Paris.
Yeah. So
they have a really good roster.
I'm looking really forward to them. Now, the next team, Florida Mayhem. Do we really have to talk about this?
I mean, I think we do need to get into specifics because it's kind of important, this information, right? You know, if you put on a Mayhem skin and subscribe to the channel, you get 500 SR. You just become better.
True.
It's just, I don't know how it happens. It's just some kind of law of nature.
That is true. My SR went up 500 and I didn't even log into the game yet, so it's crazy. And I mean, they did do well in the playoffs too. They were popping off.
Yep, that's true. Now, Guangzhou Charge. We talked briefly about this. Jay, where do you want to put them?
I think we put them at 2.
Yeah, they had good performances. Nero was on the roster, great guy. Neptuno, Eileen, Happy. They picked up Krong this year. They're just a really fun team to watch. They did pretty well last year. They, you know, as a new franchise, like, I kind of like their colors and their logo. Like, I just think it's cool. Like, I think you think Guangzhou Charge, and you're like, that's pretty cool.
That is true. I mean, they did pop off the latest season 2, 2020.
Yeah, they beat Shanghai in the one of the summer tournaments. So
yeah,
congratulations, guys.
That was good to watch. Houston Outlaws. Now, you were saying you love Dante.
Dante's my homie, my day one. My day one, but I can't put them above 3, Jay.
You can't put them above 3. Now, I love, we were saying, I love the whole other team. I'm gonna be honest. They have Linkser. They have, you know, Muma, Jake, Dante, what you were saying. You know,
I love them. I love them. But their branding is the best in maybe sports history, and I feel like it hasn't lived up to its potential. Like, that branding is so sick. And it is my favorite branding in the entire Overwatch League, right? True. So if I was ranking this off branding, I would put them at #1 without a doubt. But it's like, I feel like there's so much potential that they have to expand on, and out of love for that franchise, I don't want to rank them higher until I see them obtain that potential.
That is true.
Does that make sense?
No, that makes sense. I mean, like you were saying, their branding, I absolutely 6 head. Oh, they're just popping off right now, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Now what is it? How do you say it? Hangzhou Spark? Hangzhou Spark. I love their color scheme, but you know, there is a pink in this Overwatch League, you know, teams that is a little better.
Yeah, I agree.
So, you know, I think we actually put them at 3. I mean,
I think we put them at 3. They had a decent year. They had a pretty good year last year with like Rhea, Godsby, all those guys. They picked up Architect this year as well. Gushue, great player. But they kind of struggled a little bit this year. So we put them kind of like in the middle of the pack. They were super cool. I think they're a high 3 for sure.
High 3 for sure. I could agree with you on that. Now, Los Angeles Gladiators. When I think about this team, we were talking in the other video that we recorded. Well, you recorded. I forgot to record. It was the one time when I think about LA Gladiators is that, you know, the goats comp. Everyone, they were running on the King's Row around to take the high ground, but Surefour stayed at spawn. He switched to Widow, got a few picks, opened up the fight. Oh, it was beautiful to watch. But I'm pretty sure we put them at 3.
Yeah, Space is also a phenomenal player. It's just like, for me, it didn't ever really click. So we love you, Space. Great player. You're cracked. Best NA off tank. Anyway, Valiant. I talked about this. I'm putting Valiant at #1. And the reason I'm putting it Valiant at #1 is because they had to scrape the bottom of the barrel this year, and they pulled out together a phenomenal roster. Packing 10 is a great coach. I was actually in their closed tryouts. I went to the open tryouts, and I got to play with everyone they had there. The process they had was amazing. They were on a budget. They were struggling, and you could tell that Packing like actually really cares. So out of respect for him and KSF, KSP, Gig, Dreamer, McGravy, like you name it, this is a great list of guys all around, and a very lovable brand with like lovable people. So we love you, Valiant.
That is true.
Good guys, you know, #1 for you.
Now, London Spitfire.
Yeah.
London Spitfire, they didn't, I don't think they did so hot this latest season, but I'm pretty sure they picked up a lot of great players for the next season.
I don't know if they picked anyone up yet,
no.
actually.
Did they drop anyone? Hold up.
They dropped everyone. They dropped everyone,
yeah, I thought they were gonna... Okay, well...
I mean, they probably will. I'm not sure what they're doing.
To be announced soon what their roster's gonna be, but I mean, they had Fuse, Glister, that's pretty much...
yeah, Fuse, Glister, they had...
Bernard.
Bernard from Fusion Uni back in the day. You know, good players, but just for me personally, it's just I didn't click with the franchise until maybe season 1 when they won, but like other than that, it was just tough to get behind it, you know?
I believe that was gonna be our first 4, right?
Oh yeah, so I put them in 4. Yeah.
Yeah, see, there we go. There we go.
This one's all you. This next one's all you, dog.
Okay, New York. I mean, I don't want to be biased or anything, but New York was the first team that allowed me to try out back when I, you know, had hair and I was actually kind of good at the game. I played Widow against SBB, and I played Tracer against them. I learned so much. They were absolutely amazing. They have Jay Jonak. The man has an MVP skin. I mean, like you were saying earlier, like they are... you can take that one. I'll let you.
Numero uno. Iconic franchise in the league. Definitely have done a great job, although they haven't really been up to par with those expectations in playoffs. Sorry, my XL fans, I hate to bring that back. But, you know, they're still a great team, and it's always a pleasure to watch them play.
That's true. Great franchise. And I mean, it is New York, man. It's like Dallas Fuel, but New York.
Yeah, true.
Now, Paris Eternal have been popping off. Like
they had a great year.
Where did you put them again?
2. I had them at 2, honestly. I like them at 2. I think they just done well enough to, you know, they beat the Shock in one of the tournaments this year. They're pretty much just like Guangzhou. I mean, they beat the best team in the region in one of the tournaments. Sparkle had phenomenal play. It was thrilling to watch. That
is a great team. I mean, a lot of great players on that team. Philadelphia Fusion. I think we put them at where did we put them? 2? Or did we put them at 1?
We put them at 2. I mean, Chipsa carried that team.
Chipsa did carry that team, but I just want to say, the previous, you know, recording, I said, hey, dude, they got carried by the 100% win rate player, and he said,
no,
who?
You said no. You said that. You said they have your favorite player, and I was like, wait, what? Like, what do you mean?
He said,
because my favorite player is Dante, by the way.
He said
that's my home.
Omegalol to Chipsa.
No, I didn't know what he was talking about, because I mean, listen, Chipsa is my boy, right? He's my boy.
Win rate.
But also 100% off the map percentage on each map too. So I see you, bro. I'm lucky.
I mean, great team though. They have Poco. Poco's a legend, man. Who else do they have?
Funny Astro, Alarm,
Fury, EQO, Carpe, Boombox.
Carpe. How could I forget about Carpe? Great players all around. Great franchise.
Astro.
Great branding.
Yep, true.
Great branding. Their branding's sick.
Soul Dynasty. Now, I'm gonna be honest, black and gold, sexy colors, man.
Yeah, I think their branding's sick. They got Profit, they got Gesture, and I feel like if they hadn't had a good year this year, I would have rated them lower, but I think I'm done to put them in. Where did we have them? 2 or 3 last time? I kind of want to put them at 2, Jay.
That's fine. We can put them at 2.
Kind of want to put them at 2 for their finish this year.
I mean, they have incredible players now.
Yeah, incredible players, cool branding. Korea's only franchise. Korea, awesome place on where they want to go. I don't think we even need to talk about this one.
We don't need to talk about it. They're 2-timers, you know, great team.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really
the goats. They're just the Overwatch League franchise.
That is true.
They're just the goats. Shanghai. What do you think?
They started from the bottom. They got better, man. They popped off. It's just a team that could bring it from the worst record in any sports history to popping off the next season. They did a complete 180, and I will give them a 1 for you know, doing a complete 180 and never like being negative.
Yep, I respect it. A lot of great players. MVP this year. Good pickups. They actually picked up Erster as well from Atlanta today.
Oh, yeah.
And they have our boy Fate.
They do have our boy Fate.
Now.
That is also why they are number 1. And I forgot about the MVP Fleta as well. That man is absolutely insane.
So there you go. And now, I hate to have a hot take here, Jay.
Hot take? Let me hear it. I want to hear this one.
I hate to have a hot take. There's a lot of phenomenal people in Toronto. Mangachu, Surefour, Agilities from this past year. Beast, Nevix, great guys. I love them.
Great friends.
But they have one guy on their roster.
You know what?
Not on their roster, in the org.
That one guy he's like built like he's built like a peanut.
Yeah, he's like a peanut. Like he probably couldn't deadlift his keyboard. Like I'm really worried about him like health wise, right?
Yeah, true.
And obviously there's no sport he could beat any of us at.
That is true.
And his name, what was his name? What was it? Like a YouTuber or something? Like Kark? Karq! Karq!
Yeah, 5.
5. Gotta put him at 5.
The man, I mean, great team, bunch of friends, like you said. Mangachu, he's my old teammate, man. You know, Logix as well, great guys to hang out with, play with. You know, I love them. Now,
yeah, great guys. But Karq, man,
Karq,
you gotta start hitting the gym, brother. Come on, get in there. People are gonna take this seriously. It's gonna be like some Reddit thread. Samito and Jay3 have beef with Karq.
Dude, and we also did say, you know, since Fran is also at number 5, we needed to give Fran a like a little friend as well. Karq, you know, ML7, you know, Jane are all down there.
Jane, yeah, and Avast. How could we forget about Avast? Avast down there too. They can all have a hangout together, you guys. We put you all together. Don't worry.
There you go.
Vancouver, what do you think?
Vancouver, I mean, like you said, like we said previously, they have they picked up a whole tier 2 scene, a contenders team. They popped off. I mean, a great players that's like grinded the game every day, scrimmed every day, you know, put a lot of hard work into their
second wind.
Rolf, Dalton, you know, Shockwave. You were saying you had something to say about Shockwave?
Yeah, he's just a pipsqueak. he's just a twig. Like, there's a clip of me like challenging him to Wii boxing, and I just felt bad about it because like I knew I'd just absolutely lay that kid out.
Wait, you laid him out at Wii boxing?
No, I could lay him out in Wii boxing.
Oh, okay.
My form is just better.
Where did you put the Titans?
I'm middle of the pack.
Middle of the pack, 3 or 4?
3.
Okay, cool. Now, Washington Justice, as you did say, knocked us out of playoffs. So, I mean, I'm just going to put them on at 5.
It's 5, yeah.
I mean,
put them at 5. Their GM is cool. Pre-Owl's cool. A lot of their players are cool. They signed Jerry, you know, Arc, really good roster. But, you know, they knocked us out of playoffs, so we got to put them at the bottom.
Yeah,
you know
I mean, that's not, this whole, by the way, since we're like done here, I just want to say this is 100% accurate. This is the ranking system. This is not biased whatsoever.
Very justifiable for every single one of the reasons. 100% justifiable.
That is true. That is true.
So we appreciate you guys coming. Jay and I got to take a break. We're tired. We've been recording for like 50 minutes straight.
And that's because I forgot to record the first time.
Yeah, so we hope you guys enjoyed the video. And again, if you're new, be sure to hit the subscribe button. We'd really appreciate having you guys around. And make sure to check out Jay and I on social media. Follow me at Samito FPS on Instagram and at Samito FPS on Twitter, as well as /Samito FPS on YouTube.
And don't forget to follow myself as well. I'm on Twitch, Jay3. You can search me up. Also on Twitter, I am Jay3 OW, and on YouTube, I am Jay3 Twitch.
And that's gonna do it, folks. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Leave your comments,
Chipsa was right about Widow.
Oh, yeah, Chipsa. Wait, what? I heard his name.
Chipsa was right about Widow.